Hello, welcome. This is the Nile app. Today we are going to discuss how Nile works with Snowflake and how you can connect to it. On the left sidebar, there is a connections panel. You click on it, you see the list of connections you have. We have one Postgres and two Snowflake connections. At the top, you can click and add new connections as required. So let's select the Snowflake connection here. When I click on test, it establishes the connection and makes sure the connection works. You can see once the testing is done, this will turn into green. Now, when I click on the tables, I can see more details like schema and sample data from the table. If you click on the AI assistant on the left sidebar, you can see and interact with the Snowflake tables as required. You can ask questions about the tables. Here I have a sample question that I have asked. This is a business question and I'm asking just use the Snowflake tables. Also, notice that I have not discussed what tables use. This is something that Nile will be able to figure out. Let's go through this thread and see what Nile did. First task is that it will discover the sources. It looks at the connections, tables, figures out the schema, and then decides what data to use and what columns are available. Then there is an ambiguity in the question that we asked, so it clarifies with the user on the definition of what we want to answer. Second, it goes to the tables and the columns that we found earlier and does a deep dive on what exactly we can use and what we should not use from those tables. So it does a bunch of checks. I'll not go through all of them, but you can see the decisions that it has made, the sources that it has discovered, and secondary sources that we should probably use. It also rejected one column for some reasons like missing values, bad values, data quality issues, etc. Now, the next step is to plan a query and then execute the query. This query is executed against your Snowflake. The compute is used on the Snowflake cluster itself. The results come back. It renders as a beautiful chart. It also then analyzes the results and tells you the answer to the questions that you asked. Because you asked about business impact, it's giving you the ARR results. Finally, it also figures out and tells you some caveats that you should be careful about in using these predictions, because some of them could be extrapolated data. So you need to be careful about before presenting this data. This way, you can actually work with your Snowflake databases using Nile and get comprehensive results on your analytical queries. One more thing to add on this, we did not have to do any other configuration to talk to your Snowflake at all. This is just adding a new connection and just asking the question. There is no knowledge base that you have to set up. There is no additional work for the AI to properly work, because Nile does all the heavy lifting of deep diving into your data and getting the right answers for you. Thank you.